Okay, so now I just picked this one. It's Meditative Mind, 432 hertz. And we're just going to play this. And we'll take everybody through a meditation this morning just to get your morning going just a little smoother than mine, just saying. So let's do that. So find a comfortable place to sit. Put your hands by your side and your feet on the floor, your feet flat on the floor, right? And now that you found a comfortable place, if you need a pillow to put behind your back or whatever, do what makes you comfortable and close your eyes and breathe in through your nose. Hold it for 3 and breathe out through your nose. Repeat that 3 more times. Okay. That should center your body. Start to center your body. And I always like to call in my spirit guide. And look, okay, there we go. So let's call in our spirit guide. Source, spirit guide. Please join us in welcoming the universe to a beautiful, beautiful morning. Let's all rise up, meet today. I feel my spirit guides are here. I can feel their energy in my heart. That if your spirit guides are with you, you'll feel the peace and calm and serenity in your heart. And if you don't, that's okay. They are there with you. So we want to release any energy from our body that no longer serves us. If there's any negative energy in my crown chakra, release that and transmute that up to source. We're going to clear the third eye and transmute any negative energy up to source and replace it with white divine light. And then just feel God's white divine light flow over every organ, tissue, and cell in your body. And now let's ground ourselves. Go ahead and imagine your legs are like tree trunks, and they're connected to the earth's core. You are part of this earth. Your feet are the roots. And your toes extend those roots into the earth's core. So feel the roots growing into the earth's core, keeping you grounded, steady, and conscious of all the beautiful things that God is sending your way today. You are loved. you are cherished. The world supports you. The world supports you and what you're up to and everything. So feel your shoulders and relax them. Continue the breath. Make sure you're breathing through your nose. Make it a breath that works for you. You can hold it longer if you like. Release. I like to alternate. I breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. And sometimes I breathe in through my nose and out through my nose. You want to get that oxygen to your brain. Your brain loves air. Happy brain. So go ahead and feel your shoulders, feel your arms, relax your arms, feel God's light traveling through your shoulders and the back of your neck and through your arms. If there's any negative energy in there, let it go. Transmute that up to source. You can kind of let it wash away out of your body, up to the divine. Give it to God. It no longer serves you. Love your body. Love your mind. Love yourself. Love your soul. You're exactly who you're supposed to be. Okay, going down to the root chakra, if there's any negative energy in there, being called to clear any of that energy that's in there and transmute that up to source and replace anything that we've removed with God's white divine light. Wow, that's good. And then let's just make sure we breathe. Breathe through our nose. Love your brain. Give your brain all the oxygen that you need today. All right. And then we're going to count from 7 down to 0, and then we're going to end our brief meditation. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Go ahead and open your eyes and breathe the day. And I will stop the healing music. There we go. Good morning.
Good morning. That was fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. I was thinking we should get you to lead next time.
Oh, my Lord. All right. How's your morning coming along today?
It is. You know, it's good. I got my coffee, too. It's my laden with all my mushrooms in it, right?
Nice.
You know I have my mushroom coffee, right?
I heard that, and I met a lady tonight that's all she does. So mushroom coffee, she swears by it. And, you'll have to share more about that, actually. Because I don't think people know about that.
Yeah, so mushrooms are the world's, powerful superfood. And I have no less than 5 different mushrooms every day. They keep me, they help me to de-stress. I have a chart, and I don't have it with me, and if anybody is interested in learning more about mushrooms, I can send you either a PDF or something in the mail about it, but I have a chart of every single mushroom, not every single, but about 10 different mushrooms, and it says what each one does, and most of them support your immune system. All of them help you reduce your stress levels. And we all know that, well, no, I guess we don't all know. Let me cancel, right?
Right.
When you are stressed, you are depleting your immune system, which is why I chose to start the show in the mornings with meditation. It allows people to, have a good start to their day, right? Actually, a fantastic start to their day.
Right.
But mushrooms, they keep me centered. They clear my body of what it doesn't need, any toxins. And I use them in a powdered form. And I take about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of each of the different mushrooms. My favorite, cordyceps, does just about everything. They're antiviral, antimicrobial. Some of them are anti-tumor. So I believe reishi has a lot of anti-cancer properties. And, the FDA is not going to approve any of those statements. Let me just say that. And they're not going to do that because it's, we don't, it's not a pharmaceutical item, right? So,
it's food, right? They can't patent it.
No, can't patent a food. Raj, and I know this is going off. We're supposed to be talking about energy, but why don't we? We're also going to. Why don't we just segue just for, let's see, it's 7:26. So for a few minutes, there's a website. I know there's a mushroom that supports the world. And I know you've told me about it. And if you want to tell me what to look up, I'll let you talk about it. And I'll bring it up on the screen so people can see it. Do you want to tell me where to Google or where to
Yeah, you can look it up. It's the world's largest organism. And it's the biggest living thing on the planet is a mushroom. It covers like miles or acres. I think it's out in Oregon somewhere.
Yep, just found
so
2,385 acres.
Yeah, it's huge. So this is the world's largest living organism on the planet. And it's a network of mushrooms that cover a massive span of land. But, mushrooms, I think, were here before we were. And I'm sure they were, and actually I don't know. But they're an integral part of our living ecosystem, and they serve a purpose, and they're here, and they aid us. And I think mushrooms have been used for ages, and including the mushrooms that have some psychedelic properties, right? That enlighten humanity on who they are in connection to the world.
I finally found it. Hold on. So let me just, I'm going to see if I can do the share screen. Oh, here goes me having to look again because this thing's still 8-point type. So there we go. At least I'm getting better at this. Okay, so I think this is the one you want to see. Let's see here. Is that it?
Let me see. Well, that's part of it. But
only part of it. It's big.
It's also what's underneath the ground. So it's a network of. But yeah, I mean, some of these mushrooms can get massive, and it's a living network of one organism just all connected to each other.
Well, I'm seeing if I can. Looks like I can. Let me see here. There's the article on it, and it doesn't look like we're sharing that screen. So let me go. I did just find it. And then we're going to go to the Chrome tab. Here we go. Is that the one you're looking for? Oregon's giant largest organism?
Yeah, so that's the article on it, but that's not really a really true reflection of what it is. But it's a nice picture because it gives you, because most people, when they think of a mushroom, they're thinking of small moon.
Right, like these things right
here.
On your graph. Yeah, right? Like these small ones right here.
Right, but when you go back to that top picture, I mean, that thing is ginormous, but that's even like tiny compared to what actually exists on the ground. And it's probably mentioned in the article there. What's the acres that it covers? Is that particular?
I thought it was like 20. So let's see. I'll go ahead and do some reading. So, but first of all, it's kind of cute. It says, what is larger than a whale and bigger than an elephant? A mushroom. So somebody's got a good sense of humor. It's a honey mushroom. And let's see, it covers 3,000. Well, actually, the other one said it was like 2,600 acres or something like that. This other number is so large I can't even. And it's 3,72563 M2 of the national forest, and I don't even know what that M2 is, M2 squared or something. But basically, it's huge. Right, but you were saying before it fills the network of the earth.
Right. Well, they serve a purpose, right? So part of what they do, or you have, so everything is cyclical, right? So you have life and death and the decomposition, right? And they play an integral role in cleaning out the earth, so to speak. You know, as things die off, right? Mm-hmm. You have things like fungi, you have organisms that come in as well that decompose everything, kind of bring it back to the earth, and it's like a renewal process. And so it's part of the renewal process that the planet has.
Yep.
And obviously you got to be careful with mushrooms because the mushrooms are poisonous, so don't just go out picking random mushrooms.
Oh, God forbid, right?
Right. So you got to know what you're doing. Then they have psychedelic mushrooms. They got mushrooms that you can just eat, that are just good for you. Lion's mane, as an example, is actually a great mushroom for brain health, right? And it supports memory and really supports the brain. So there's lots of uses for mushrooms, and a lot there are enthusiasts around the world that just sit there and love mushrooms, and they go out of their way to go find the right mushroom and that. But it's just another powerful tool that we have, and it's another blessing that we have. Yeah. So we should all be thankful for mushrooms.
Awesome.